Hi, I'm Trevor. From November 2020 until July 2021, 93 of us at St James's embarked together on an online pilgrimage in a pandemic, which we called Camino Companions. As part of this, we recorded short videos of some of our pilgrims speaking on particular topics. Here is Fiona speaking on the topic of putting faith into action.
Pilgrimage is not supposed to be easy. It's the company that provides encouragement and the stories that help the miles speed by. When I realized that calling, vocation, and God's plan for me were the topics for this month's Camino, I knew it was going to be an uphill struggle. I can't get my head around the idea that God has a plan for me. I never could. And the nearest I got was that God's unconditional love allowed me to imagine I had a resilient companion who kept me in view even when I veered off. God is unimaginable to me, impossible to tie down to a shape or size. Instead, the creative force behind all this beauty and beyond is where I imagine him or her to be. Then there's the calling. The options for me on leaving school were the Casabonda factory making underwear or Beecham's factory labeling penicillin bottles. I tried both as holiday jobs. I wanted to be creative though. My dad wanted something with the promise of a pension. So we settled on teacher training, art as my main. Fast forward a few years and into the mix had gone English as a foreign language teaching in Spain and Italy, puppeteering for a while, not very well paid, and training as a counsellor alongside teaching. One day a friend suggested we should try St James's, Piccadilly, as the Reverend Jesse Jackson was preaching, and I was hooked. It was vibrant and challenging. I joined the servers and readers, and on retirement, the cleaning team. My co-polisher, Ray Crocker, quoted laborare orare est to me, to work is to pray. As the Marigold twins, we worked on the brass and glass. There was a chance to meet through traffic and hear their childhood stories, the people who came from Jermyn Street. And these stories were frequently triggered by the smell of brasso and polish. There were people from all over the world connected by family weddings, christenings and funerals to St James's and looking for commemorative plaques. At Christmas, it was full on, serving wine at 500 glasses at a time, and 1,000 mince pies walked out through the door at Christmas. Brass and glass, bosses and crosses, edges and ledges, we worked and prayed, sometimes in contemplative silence, but sometimes swapping recommendations for a film not to be missed. Then there was night shelter and a new form of prayer as Mrs. Wishy-Washy, sleeping bags to be washed. Now there is feast and a new chance to welcome guests. Longing found belonging behind the coffee urn with its distinctive wheezing as it percolates grounds and the rich dark coffee fills cup after cup. To end on this pilgrimage, this prayer found me. Please do not tell me to pray every day or fill my head with lists of requirements, because they have nothing to do with the surprise of happenings closer, closer than my own mind. The place of God calls you to is the place God calls you to is the place where your deep gladness and the world's deep hunger meet. Thank you, St. James, for meeting mine.